Was it in 2000 that you guys did the Orphanage Freestyle?
Yes. It may have been 2001, but I think it was 2000.
This is like one of the most epic freestyles because of the elite talent in the room. You got Eyedea, Aesop Rock, Slug, Blueprint, Illogic, and you, of course. DJ Abilities was in there, the room too, right?
Yep.
Put the beat on.
Yep.
And can you talk about how that even came about?
So this is when I was on tour with Atmosphere and Eyedea and Abilities. And there was a break. So I stayed at Eyedea's house and everyone else had their own spot where they were staying. And then there was an invitation to go on Kevin Beacham's radio show to freestyle. And we were all there. So like, we're like, yeah, let's do it. And then we went up into the room. There was a big desk with mics all around it. There was a booth where DJ Abilities was. And it was a party, man. It was like all of us were in our element and having a blast and being able to have fun with random freestyles. Nothing's targeted. Nothing's predetermined. It's a jazz session. We're really just bouncing off of one another. Say some stupid, ridiculous shit and the other person could twist it and laugh and make a mistake, but then catch themselves. It's like that kind of thing is not ever happening these days. Like you never see
exactly. And I think that that's what's so beautiful about that. It really comes through in the audio. You could tell how much fun you guys are having. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's like real love for hip hop in that moment. It's like in its purest form.
It's a shame that video cameras weren't as ubiquitous as they are now, because I'd love to see that now.
Right. Exactly. That would have definitely been in some documentary for hip hop.
Oh yeah. You know? And Eyedea energized that whole thing. Eyedea was just he's a fucking mic hog. Eydea's the mic hog. He's like, you got to battle to get him off the mic just to say a few words. But that's what got everyone's juices flowing and like, oh, we're going here. Some of my favorite stuff is when Eyedea and Slug do like storytelling freestyles where they just, at one point they started talking about the difference between Minneapolis and St. Paul. And it's beautiful. Like that kind of stuff is, it's natural.
Like having a conversation, but you're doing it in rap form.
Total. That's what it was. That's what it was. And they're the best at it. I've seen them do that several times. It's always my favorite part of a freestyle.
So you weren't a member of the Orphanage, but you toured with them and collaborated. Was there ever any talks about you joining?
Well, I didn't tour with the Orphanage. I only toured with Atmosphere and Eyedea and Abilities. Mm-hmm. When I was in Mikey's house in a basement, it's actually his mother's house, Kathy. Shout out to Kathy. We were in the basement. That's where he built his studio. That's where they were writing and recording the Orphanage EP. They had already had all of that planned. I wasn't part of the schedule, and they weren't like, hey, you want to, because they were still trying to figure out what they were doing.
Right.
And I don't think they wanted to throw some extra loose cannon into the mix. And I was cool, very cool with Slug and Eyedea, but maybe not so cool with Aesop or Illogic or Blueprint.
Right. It's hard to have so many chefs in the kitchen all at one time, And that might be why it didn't take off the ground. I mean, that might be why it eventually just kind of fizzled out, because too many opinions, not enough. I don't know, maybe not like needed one person to steer the ship, and that wasn't what was happening. I really don't know, because I wasn't like intricately involved with it or intimately involved.